Well, here we are. We are back for episode 7 of Hairdream Believer. And it's our 74th million attempt of getting Kelly Bond on here. We've tried, we've had run out of space, we've had no sound, which is sometimes not particularly a bad thing when it's me and you, isn't it?
Yes, I know. Honest to God.
No, but we have
third time is a charm.
This is the one. Before we go any further and we speak to Kelly, because Kelly really is we like to call her our endometriosis expert, and I feel like we should have a badge for her. You had a particularly horrific week, haven't you, Jen?
Oh God, it's been a real tough week with Leo going in the army, and then just before that, before he went, I got a big spot.
This is their son, Leo, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I knew I don't get spots, and I've still got it now, and I was thinking that's like not normal. And then by Wednesday, you come round to get your quickies put in, in your colour. And what was I like? I was in agony, wasn't I?
It's like...
I had to cancel everyone. I had to cancel all my appointments, but we were doing this because we wanted to get you in to carry on. But honest to God, what was my stomach like?
It was like, I've never seen anything like it. It was like sort of... It was almost like there was a bit of a tennis ball sticking out. Yeah. I'm not even exaggerating, because she's got a very flat stomach in real life. You know what I mean when I say that, don't you? So she's like, and it was like literally half, I think it was your left-hand side, it was like half sticking out. It's like, you know when you're pregnant and you're like, sort of the elbow comes out or something like that, and you see a bit, you'll know about this one day. Sean, hurry up. So like you sort of see like bits of a body coming out sometimes. That's what it was like. It was literally sticking out.
Someone kept on, like, I'd go, like... You know, when it comes, it's like someone stabbing you and twisting it. But I'm obviously on the tablets, but I've only been on them for 3 weeks, and I'm only taking one a day. Am I doing it the right way?
Take two. We always say take 2 a day. I mean, the reason you've taken one is if you're really susceptible to supplements, taking one, people do it. But someone like yourself that's suffering with endometriosis, thus always got hormonal imbalance issues, take 2 a day. And on weeks like last week, when it was a particularly stressful week, take 3, even up to 4. We have ladies that will double it up if they've got PMDD.
And why is that then? What is it, just releasing hormones, or what's it doing?
So there's nothing synthetic or nothing hormonal about Ellesara.
I was going to say, tell everyone what it is that we're taking.
So it's a hormonal balancing supplement, but it's not synthetic in any way. So people will often say, oh, is it like HRT? Well, it's like HRT if you can't have HRT or if you don't want HRT. Right, okay. So it's non-synthetic.
It's vegan as well.
It's vegan.
It's unbelievable.
It's GMO free, sugar free, lactose free, everything free. No parabens, no nasties. Totally sustainable packaging. All processed in the UK.
Amazing.
But yes, it's a general hormonal balancing. So the reason that you two and I find benefit in taking it is with anything that's like PCOS, endometriosis, PMS, PMDD,
and
all of these awful,
all
of these hormonal imbalance and issues that women are suffering with. If you've got something out of whack, that's what's exacerbating the problems, and stress as well. So, for example, last week you will have been really stressed out without you knowing.
Cortisol, big brave face, serotonin, son's going away in the army.
All the hormones are like just completely out of sync. So taking something like Ellesara and taking it in a dosage of 2 a day, or if you wanted to up it to 4 a day on particularly stressful days, it's just going to resume that natural balance within the system.
And that'll stop the bloating as well.
Yep, so it's got beetroot in there, which is really, really good for anti-inflammation and reduces the bloating.
Like literally my clothes wouldn't fit. You know, I was out on Friday night for me nephew's 21st. My clothes fitted me in the morning. I was crying. Like, I don't want to go, because I was literally trying clothes on and I couldn't get them on.
And I think when you're feeling that sort of like that over yourself anyway, aren't you? When you're feeling a bit rubbish and then something like that, you want to make yourself look nice. Yeah. Can I just ask you something? Because I know you've been taking, 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks.
What sort of time frame is it, Kelly, before, it starts to kick in before? I'm trying to think back to when I started taking it, because I've been taking it probably 18 months now.
And how are you feeling now?
You know the lifestyle I lead. I mean, like last night, yes, I might have bags under the bed. I've had 2.5 hours sleep. I've been up since 4:30, and it's like I've not had a break, I've not had anything to eat, I've been going all day, and it's wrong, it's not big, it's not clever, but I genuinely think without this, I don't know. I think it's, I think the only reason everyone keeps saying to me at the hospital, how are you walking on your ankle? You shouldn't be able to. I think it's helping with my joints. I think it's helping with my skin. It's certainly helping now my hair's growing back, but I've got to mention this.
We've got to cover this today.
Yeah, because you couldn't believe it the other night. I've like waited
So
all this
the big
time.
thing today as well is that we were dead pink, weren't we?
Yeah.
As we all knew, it was really pink, and we've toned it down.
Yeah,
so we've gone
put
for
some
more
like blondes in and stuff now.
So what we've done is a pink quickie underneath and then a blonde on top. So it basically gives that chemical-free, natural balayage look. But what we've made sure we've done is not gone anywhere near where the problem areas were. And I tell you now, it's growing back.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's this wonderful little pot.
So I've got to interject because I hate false promising and I hate saying anything other than like the utter truths. So we would never in a million years say that Ellesara is like a hair supplement or a nail supplement or a skin supplement. But a byproduct of having your hormones in sync is that your hair will start to grow back.
1,000,000%.
That your nail growth will improve, that your skin will improve. You've got that spot because your hormones went that's why you've got that zit on your face that you've never experienced beforehand. That's what that is. When it comes to hair, I look like I've got a brilliant head of hair, but I suffer really badly with male pattern baldness here, and I grow. I've got hirsutism, which is again a problem that you will have if you've got polycystic ovaries, in that I get hair in all of the places that women don't particularly want to get hair, and I'm really vocal about it. I'm very blessed that I've finally got a partner that's okay with it, because it really has affected my relationship.
Do you have to get it lasered or anything? Is that what you say?
Well, I think you don't have to, and I think this is the part. I think a lot of women now, it's that it's societally will all go like, oh, if you've got hair below the eyebrows, it's unsightly, it's not feminine. It's because you've
labelled.
It's not seen to be attractive or feminine. I've always had a big part of it. We've always done theatre and performance art, and I think a big part of the reason that I didn't ever take that to a higher professional level was I didn't want to wear costumes, because if I'd be shave at 12 o'clock, by 1 o'clock it'd be growing back. So when you've got people that will come to you and go, oh, I've got I'm losing my hair and I don't know why, it could be that deep-rootedly they've either got polycystic ovarian syndrome, or they could definitely have an imbalance at least of testosterone.
Definitely. And we always say, being the trichologist as well, it's always important to go to your doctors and get levels done. We can do like observations on your scalp. Now I've obviously done that on you. We've put it on with the microscope, and we can actually see that Claire's follicles are actually growing back, which is amazing.
I mean, that's a lot to do with obviously with the bonds and then the tapes and the way things have been.
Well, that's because we're not putting strain on it. You're not having a system that is straining, but you can definitely see that things are coming through.
But you're coming in at kind of the
11th hour.
You're fixing what's already there, whereas our role is to prevent that damage from occurring. So what I would say to people is, a lot of people at the moment are that demographic between kind of like the mid to 30s to kind of through to 60s, going through that peri into menopause. That's where your hair again will start to change.
Definitely.
You'll notice change in all of these areas of life, like pregnancy, perimenopause, postmenopause. You'll see it in the hair root. So if you can jump on it now,
definitely
at a younger age, so into your kind of early 20s, and keep your hormones consistent right the way through, that's there where your hair health is going to be paramount.
You should be taking this from the age of 20.
Absolutely. And I'm not even saying it here to just endorse it as the product that I work for. Everyone should be looking after their hormones from the moment that they get a period. And I think that's sadly what's happening right now is, I mean, I was 8 when I started mine. I was very, very young.
8?
I was 8.
I mean, you should still be playing Barbie at 8.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
exactly.
So I'm still playing Barbie at 15.
You're still playing Barbie now.
I know, like, get them out of the loft. Come on, girls.
In real life.
You imagine now, I mean, that back then, that was really unheard of. The mums and the young girls that I speak to at Ellesara now, it's happening more and more commonly. Puberty is coming a lot quicker into girls' lives, and the moment that when you are having a period, it's your body supposedly telling you that you're ready to have a baby. And then imagine you've got all the hormones that come with that. You imagine the PMS that you get when you were like 16. Imagine having that at 8. So it's really, really important. Don't allow GPs, don't allow specialists, gynecologists to fob you off and go, it's just your hormones. Hormones govern everything.
Yes.
They govern the way that we look and feel internally and externally, whether it be your skin, whether it be your hair, whether it be your nails, whether it be your weight. There's a lot of it, you know. You can't say to people, you know, if you're eating 20 Mars bars a day, it's your hormones that are responsible.
Yeah, obviously.
But if you've got a healthy balance when it comes to hormones, you're not going to have the sugar cravings that you would have. PCOS sufferers like myself, I constantly craving sugar because my insulin levels are not where they should be. There's so many factors where if you go, this is the problem I've got, 9 times out of 10, if you go back to it, the deep root of it would be your hormones.
God, it's so crazy.
And it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Because like I say, I think I've been taking this for about 18 months and I have had a particularly stressful 18 months, and I kind of wonder where I'd have been health-wise without it, and you know, things like,
especially when you get into a certain age as well, isn't it?
Well, the other thing is as well, I mean, God strike me down, people will probably start with it tomorrow. It's funny that, I mean, I'm like 50 next year and I kind of think I've not started the menopause yet, and I'm a bit like, this is weird. So I'm supposed to.
And I say this with the greatest respect, because I don't ever put you in near the 50 bracket. I always assume you're like the same age as me. Right. But the reason that you're probably thinking that is you're just not experiencing the symptoms. You definitely will be in perimenopause. Absolutely. At the age that you are at, you will be in perimenopause.
Perhaps,
and there'll be certain things where if you were to really sit there and think,
yeah, the aches, the pains,
the hair, like, you know, osteoporosis is big when in people,
tiredness,
fatigue, brain fog, that sort of stuff. But because you've taken Ellesara and you've taken it consistently for such a long window of time,
you're masking the symptoms.
It's not even it's not masking.
It's helping it.
It's just allowing you to cruise in, because you're definitely at that perimenopausal stage in life. But if your hormones are consistently balanced, nothing's really changed.
No.
The big one would be if you were to come off it for 2 weeks and you go, oh my God.
Would you notice
that's
a big
when
difference?
You notice, yeah. But it's the same as HRT. It's the same as if you're taking an antibiotic or if you're taking a course of medication. You know, it's not a medication. There's nothing pharmaceutical. If you were to come off it, it wouldn't do you any harm.
So could you take this instead of taking a HRT? Yeah. So like say I suddenly woke up, you see, this is how like naive I am, and I'm like, it's hot sweats tomorrow and it starts. I'm like, oh, can I just carry on taking that? And it won't.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're like the prime example of why people should take Ellesara before menopause hits. You're prevention, not cure. Right. So you're preventing. You're preventing it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were to speak to a lady, for example, like everyone that I speak to on a day-to-day basis, hot flushes, brain fog, vaginal dryness, low libido, hair thinning, this feeling of just I can't drive at night. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I can't drive at night.
So man, do you know? Because obviously I've got a huge clientele of different ages of clients, and a lot of my clients are older. They say this.
Yes. And it's
crazy.
It's an anxiety. It's a change it's a fluctuation or a change or a depletion, mainly of estrogen when it comes to menopause.
See, that's another thing.
Well, I have to say, without like going too far, apart from the hair thinning, I don't suffer with any of those.
Did you want to get the checklist out?
Apart from one of them, because I don't get anyone near it long enough to find out.
So what I will say, what you should pop on this actually into your clients, to your friends, my policy is open door. Message me that. On my
can I just show them what they look like, these chocolates?
I just think, and I love the packaging.
Yeah, I do. Look, you can pop them in. Look, it's really, really. I'm going to open this because I will use them.
You will lay yours anyway.
These are lovely. These are my little monthly spice. So they come in this. Now you can tip them in there, which is what you're going to do. But I just want to show you what they look like.
This is my box.
And they actually look quite excited as well.
They do actually when you're popping them in your mouth. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
This is so many jokes. She's just tapped that and said, that's my box. And then said, when you pop them in your mouth, it's great.
I'm just going to go that far.
Look, shiny golden pill.
Amazing.
I'm not going to pop anything in my mouth.
The purpose of them being golden as well is there's that many supplements out there on the market and everyone always forgets to take them. You can't forget to take them.
Do you know what? I take these every single morning. The buy my bed to take them every single morning. Even when I went into hospital, they were in me in hospital. And you feel like these, I've still got I've got my makeup bag, my Ellesara makeup bag, but it really is. So that's something
lovely, isn't it?
And it is just
and as much as you two are Ellesara customers and you can be evangelical about how great it is, it's not even about me being here to talk about this today. It is purely to say to people that are coming to you, you're the problem fixer.
Yeah.
I fix the problem before it's occurred.
You're problem preventer.
I'm a preventative.
PPF.
I'm contraception for hair loss.
Amazing. And I'm just a big knobhead sat in the middle of it. So anyway, you know what it's time for, don't you? Oh. Myth of the week. Myth of the week. Myth of the week.
I'm excited for this one.
No, this one, right. This is something.
Amazing one,
This is something I am a nightmare for doing because obviously getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you sit there and you go, right, I can have 20 more minutes in bed and use dry shampoo, or I can get in the shower and wash my hair twice before you start.
Yes.
Yeah. So is dry shampoo bad for you? Does it cause hair loss? What does it do? Tell me.
It does.
Oh.
I know, but it's okay as long as you don't overuse it. It will only cause hair loss if you are constantly using it every day, consistently, not washing your hair at least twice a week.
Oh, so I have to like 3 days then wash my hair.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of way that I go.
Basically what it is your follicles are open, it goes in, it clogs those follicles, and then that obviously isn't allowing it to breathe, to regenerate and to be healthy follicles because you're blocking them.
Right.
So it's a bit like this, in a sense.
Just throwing it in there about the follicles bit as well. Hormones aside, sleep. You don't sleep.
You never sleep.
That's why your hair has gone to shit, because you don't sleep. I'm all right in giving you your goals to fix it now.
Quickies.
I know, yeah. I'm doing the best.
Giving you a quickie.
You can't polish a turd, guys, can you?
We're doing what we can. But no, you're not. You're the most beautiful turd there ever was.
Honestly, that's nice. The best compliments you've ever had. It's beautiful turd, but that'll be great. So I just literally don't, I generally don't get time. But I've said to you before,
but that's the point, isn't it? When you're sleeping, it's the rejuvenation, it's the fact that your body is literally stopping and giving it time to replenish. And if you're not allowing it to do that, so that's again another byproduct of crap sleep. Your hormones are all off kilt. That's why you crave sugar, why you crave carbs. So when you speak to a lot of women and they'll go, oh no, I'm really hitting the gym hard, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I still can't lose weight. I'm like, yeah, but I bet you're not sleeping. And then when you are feeding yourself, it's all going into the wrong parts of your body because you've got no energy. And then you'll be feeding yourself that little bit of sugar to get that quick burst of energy, when really, if you were starting your day with something healthy, like an Ellesara, or getting yourself a nice breakfast in and getting a good sleep, that would be far more productive than you doing 3 sessions in the gym that week.
Definitely.
Sort your bodily health out before you start being too active.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you need to... Honestly, I will say, you are the only woman that I know that is a busier woman than me. And I think that we're both in agreement that we both couldn't do it without Elsa.
No, honestly, I literally, I can, and I know you're saying you can't say to things I've said to you lately, haven't I, as well, about, you know, with taking this, with having me hair. I was at something the other night, and I'm not somebody who particularly takes compliment very well. I'm really not. I'll always like shout it down. But I went to something the other night and was at the Titanic. It was for Claire House. And the amount of people who I didn't know were coming over to me because they've seen it on my story, or they've seen it and they're going, oh my God, your hair, can we come and feel your hair? Can we have a look at your hair? Oh my God, it's as nice and real. And it's like,
and they were
the
saying,
story
is
of
it
my
real?
hair. Yeah, is it real? Oh my God, it feels real. It feels real. So it is real.
On that note, guess where I'm going on Sunday, girl?
Where are you going on Sunday?
God.
I'm going to Vienna. I'm going to Vienna because I'm becoming the educator for UK of Hairdreams.
Oh my God! Do we have to go see the next Hairdreams? The next Hairdream Believer.
You'll see me on my little lake. Well, you never know where we could be.
Very nice. We have to call her Miss O'Connor now. We don't call her Jemma anymore. But yeah, I'll be really excited. That's great.
So we'll tell you more about this on the next podcast, guys.
And we've made it. Honestly, we got Kelly Bond here. We got it. We're gonna quit while we're ahead. I will see you for episode 8.
See you soon.